Hi campers, it's me Victoria from Sunrise Day Camp, and I'm here to inspire you to use your creative mind. As you know, this week's theme is outer space. I came up with a couple of different ideas, but I decided that I knew which one would be perfect for us today. But before I tell you what we're going to be doing today, let's see what the magic easel has to say. Anywhere with you is a great place for me. This makes me think of my Sunrise family. Whether we're face to face, on Zoom, or right here, maybe even outer space. When you think of outer space, what do you think of? I think of stars, meteors, planets, aliens, and of course the sun. Now, I thought it would be fun to bring those things to life with a galaxy Oobleck. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a bowl, a spoon, cornstarch, a glass of water. Of course, to keep everything clean, you want to make sure you have napkins, paper towels, or something to put over the surface that you're going to be doing this craft. You can use food coloring, or you can use a little bit of paint. I want my galaxy to be purple. So to do that, I have red and blue, because when you mix them together, you get purple. I also have my glitter here to represent the stars in outer space. You can use glitter, maybe you want to use sprinkles like when you make cupcakes and cookies. I also have beads. These beads are going to help me represent the planets in the sky. All right, so you're going to get all the things that you want to use. Feel free to be creative and use things outside of what I'm using. I have beads and glitter. You can use anything that you have at home that you want to put in your galaxy. Press pause, get everything you need, and we can come back and get started. Okay, now that you've gathered all of your supplies, let's get started. Make sure you have a paper towel or something else to keep your surface clean underneath your bowl. We're going to place the bowl down, take your glass of water, and pour it inside. Next, you're going to fill up the same glass that had the water up with cornstarch. You're going to open the cornstarch and very carefully fill up your glass to the same height that you had the water before. I recommend you do this over the bowl, so if it spills in the water, it's okay. Ooh. Okay, so now that we have our cup of cornstarch, we're going to carefully dump it into our bowl of water. If you want, I'm going to use my spoon just to carefully put it in there. Just so I don't get splashed in the face with a bunch of cornstarch and water. Now that I have my cornstarch in with my bowl of water, I'm going to mix it up with a spoon. It's already starting to feel like Oobleck. We're going to mix it up as good as we can. So if you've never made Oobleck before, what's pretty cool about this is it's a solid and a liquid. So I'm gonna actually add, mine's looking a little too liquidy, so I'm gonna add a little bit more cornstarch. Kind of just freehand it until I know what feels right. You don't want it to be too liquidy, otherwise it won't really have the same effect. Now if you're starting to get that Oobleck consistency, don't put your hands in it too soon. First we want to start adding our colors and our sprinkles and our glitter and whatever else we might have. So as you can see, I'm going to scoop it up. It kind of looks like ice cream. It melts right away, but when my spoon goes in the bowl, it's very hard. Then again, it looks like liquid, but once you touch it, it feels like a solid. So now we're going to add our paint. If you have food coloring, you can just add that in as well. I'm going to use paint, and I want mine to look kind of purpley. It might be a little harder to mix now, considering it's a little tough. So if you want, you can always add your food coloring in earlier, or your paint in earlier. So I put in a little drop of red. It's already starting to change color. I'm gonna add in a little bit of blue. Just a little plop. And then we're gonna start trying to mix it up as best as we can. Maybe it's good that I still have some liquid in here. So mine's starting to look more red than it is purple. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more blue to my Oobleck. We're gonna mix it up. I add a little bit more blue because if it's looking too red, I want it to be a little bit darker like purple, and that blue is gonna add that darkness that I would like. Okay, so once you've finished mixing in your food coloring or your paint or whatever you use to add some color, you're gonna add in some extra parts that make you think of space. I'm gonna grab some beads so we can make a little bit of some planets and stars and a couple of other things. I'm gonna grab a couple orange ones. We have some pink sparkly ones. I have some little diamond guys that look like stars. Got purple and a green one. Maybe we have a space teddy bear. I'm gonna put my little space teddy bear in there. A couple more planets. See if we can find more planets. Got some more stars. Perfect. And now my favorite part is the glitter. If you are using glitter, glitter stays everywhere. So make sure you don't get it anywhere on the carpet or anywhere where you don't want it to be. So I'm going to take my galaxy glitter, which has blue stars, black stars, purple stars, and silver. I'm gonna open it up and just gently put some glitter in there. Ooh. It's already starting to look really cool. I can't wait to show you guys the end project. I love the color pink, so I think we're gonna add some pink glitter in there too, because my galaxy is a little on the pink side. I also like adding beads and glitter in, not just because of how it'll look, but because it adds that fun texture when we dig our hands into the Oobleck. So you're just gonna mix your stuff up, and if you need to, if it's still too liquidy, just add in your cornstarch, and then we can look at each other's finished products. As you can see, my Galaxy Oobleck looks pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like when I dig my hands into it. So when you touch it, it looks like it's gonna feel like a liquid, but then it's solid. But once it's in your hands, it starts melting just like ice cream. We can see the clumps, and here are actually the beads that I used to make my Oobleck and to make my planets. So let's see what we can find. So once you've finished creating your Oobleck, don't forget to show everybody on Blooms. It's a great way for all of us to interact with each other. I want to see what color you made your Oobleck, tell us what you put inside of it, and maybe even give us a fun fact about outer space. For example, did you know that the sun is actually a star? And that this star is over 300,000 times the size of the Earth. That's a big star. Anyways, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, and I cannot wait to inspire you to use your creative mind next time. See ya.
If you're not watching this on the Sunrise Studios app, well, why not? You can download the Sunrise Studios app on your phone or tablet from your app store, and you can watch all of our virtual camp videos the moment they're released. You can also find Sunrise Studios on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, or you can watch it on our Sunrise Association YouTube channel. See you soon!